Well, hello, Alpern here. And we are here on Crossroads, watching a game between the mighty PFC, PFC's finest PFC, playing as the Soviets, already locking in here armored assault tactics, which of course gets him the radio intercept and the 85s and the IS-2. Very solid late game doctrine, I would say. Also very nice with like a sniper, for instance, because you get the radio intercept to tell for counter sniper. But in this game, there won't be a counter sniper because he is facing Jibber, who is playing OKW, who does not have a sniper. But it's still a nice ability here, I think, because it like gives you, it lets you know if there's like a 2-to-1, for instance. It can make you prepare with getting the snare before you even spot the vehicle. Same with like flag half track, or if you go T70 and expect a Puma, this makes sure there is no Puma. Or same for Raketten. So very solid choice here for PFC versus Jibber's OKW. Meanwhile here we have Kubel, which is mostly why you pick OKW, I would say, is because of the Kubel. Though I don't like getting it myself. But it is one of the major differences or major advantages over Ost here. The fact that you can field a very, very early light vehicle such as the Kubel. Already grabbing his opponent fuel here, also can use this green cover, so very nice job here from Jibber. Meanwhile, PFC is actually doing the exact same thing, getting those sandbags up, solidifying this position for the Soviets. So we have 3 conscripts so far versus 2 folks and a Kubel. Still no doctrine pick from Jibber. But he will get these sandbags up and hold tight. Seems he's going to get one in the center as well. As Jibber is making a maneuver towards the cutoffs, forcing this poor combat engineer away. Almost can pick up that flamer. Just sandbag in the center is interrupted. Should still probably have just finished capturing this, in my opinion. But, different blows for different strokes or something along those lines. He did also leave the northern fuel, means Jibber actually can just grab that. As this stern panier has found himself in a really strong position here, a lot of short or close range corners. We do have a flamethrower pop now, which will help PFC in these engagements. Meanwhile, this conscript is pretty much just a punching bag. It's like hammer and anvil, This is the anvil right here. That's an anvil, and this is the hammer coming in, which looks like this. That's a hammer. So nicely done, I would say, from PFC. Getting the flamer in the garrison as well, forcing that stern pioneer. We'll probably have to retreat. Meanwhile, this Kubel is just not being micro too well. Also gets a snare in from PFC. Well played. I was wondering where the fourth unit was, but it did also grab a conscript follow up there. Nice pickup there from PFC, immediately shutting down the Kubel. But you could argue the damage is done here. Map is very much looking blue. But I think PFC here, is grabbing everything, actually capturing 4 territories at the same time. So very efficient there from him. Meanwhile, we do have 4 folks out for Jibber. And SWS truck is coming, mostly going battle group here. Yeah, this flamer is taking a lot of damage. He's staying there. He's Uroing, trying to get into the merge range. Gets him just in time. It's a flame nade though, needs to get out of there. Very finicky engagement. Conscript very low actually. Managed to get one more merge in. Actually means PFC wins that engagement with 2 combat engineers. Stops firing there for a minute though. I think that might have been a miscalculation, but yes indeed, here comes the German reinforcements forcing PFC's forces away. Second engineer out as well, of course, for PFC, so a bit of a slower burn build here. But I don't mind this. Usually only go 3 conscripts to get a follow-up squad such as guards. But this doctrine doesn't have any guards, so getting 4 conscripts I think is entirely fine. Another option would be getting something such as a Maxim. But this is a bit more aggressive and mobile, which I do like. Of course, Jibber here also grabbing the cutoff. Very nice play here. One thing about Jibber is he's always very good at this early game positioning. And I feel like he's just gotten so far ahead here in the early game just because of the way he positions his units, you know, finding these openings in his opponent's lines. So even though he's lost that Cobalt, he's staying on the field, getting the map once again. Meanwhile, PFC here is making a move for the north. Has the Flamer and the Merge ability. Second Engineer, you know, just back-capping. Very nice. Both players playing out of their minds currently. So I have engagements all over the place. Jibber just soft retreating with everything, but does not want to press the hard retreat. Staying on the fields means he can slow down the progress here of PFC's advancing units. This conscript has a long way home. What is this? We have mechanized. A Lux is coming out for Jibber. Very interesting. Meanwhile, there's no teching, of course, for PFC. He still has the grenade package, so he can just snare that Lux as soon as it appears. Oh. Sturm almost overstaying a bit there. Got the conscript on the retreat path. As we do see some salvage action. Turning that Cobalt into fuel. A very poor conversion, I must say. It's 200 manpower for 5 fuel, but you know. It's better than nothing. We do finally have some teching here. PFC going tier 2. Most likely followed by a tier 3 and not the Syscan, going into T70. I would assume he might change his mind as soon as he sees the Lux, because T70 into Lux means your T70 will also be fighting a Puma. We'll see here what the PFC is thinking. Yeah, early retreat on the combat engineer, very nice.
We are losing territory.
Lux is actually following the combat engineer here.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Needs to get that final man. No conscript here to get this to threaten a snare. Combat engineer most likely will go down here. Is reinforcing, but does not get around the corner. Combat engineer goes down to the Lux. There's a second Lux in the build. And what is this? A mortar? That's not gonna work. As the Lux is stopping the combat engineer from teching. Snare coming in, however. Oh, this could be a disaster for PFC. It's taking so much damage, it might go down before it's finished. Oh no! Oh no!
Our HQ is under attack.
What is going on here? It's gonna go down! That's 80 fuel down the drain. PFC wasn't paying attention. It's also 200 manpower, so he can't get the Syscan now. What was that? Usually it's OKW losing their teching, not Soviets. What a disaster! And here comes the second Lux. Just deliver further pain. Jibber doesn't care, he just sits here. Meanwhile, PFC is taking out again now, but T7 is so far away. Why even tech at this point? It's so far away. What can you do? M5? M5 doesn't do too well versus Lux. Yeah, PFC realizes, cancels and goes for a Syscan. But it's so bad. You can't even like do guards or something to stop that. What a disaster.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Meanwhile, the other Lux also got snared. These Stern Pioneers needs to start repairing. Otherwise, Jibber might just lose the window here that he made for himself by taking out the tier 3. It's coming up once again now, but he does have the sys gun at least in production.
AT gun is up. The enemy has taken our supply sector.
And he also got the repairs now on the mechanized. Very nice positioning it here, because that means he actually also repairs this area. So they will go around, so you can put like your vehicle here and it will still repair. Works similar for healing. If you put your battle group here, you can actually reinforce from this area, as long as you hold the point.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Yeah, both Luxes are now repaired, and this is gonna opening fire, but the Lux could just go in for that you know, overwhelm.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Trying to set up here. Connects once. Stern Pioneer is suiciding.
We need to reestablish our supply
Maybe Jibber thinks he doesn't need that anymore because he got the repairs, but does make it out of there. That's very lucky, I must say. Not sure if that was entirely deserved. As the Syscan connects with the second Lux here. Now at Vet 2. 14 kills on this guy. We have an SWS truck, so no Puma here for Jibber. He wants to take up. Meanwhile, T70 is coming up here for PFC.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
The map is looking blue again. Jibber's had double fuel for a small duration. Yeah, very much a struggle so far for PFC.
T70 light tank has arrived.
We'll see if he can make some use out of this T70. Apparently, you know, thinking he was going to a colder climate, bringing out the wrong camo theme.
The sector is at risk.
Yeah, once again here, Jibber just, you know, taking more cutoffs,
Enemy has cut off a sector.
leading his opponent of
Enemy is
resources.
taking what we have secured. We have an isolated sector.
Oof, infiltration grenades, but
Our territory is
easily
falling
dodged
from
there
enemy
by
hands.
PFC. You know, Koreans with their StarCraft micro. We also have a Puma here. Actually, that was a battle group. I thought surely that would be a tier 4, but it's a battle group, and then it goes Puma. Very interesting here from Mr. Jibber, and what an amazing push here. Eating the snare, but just delivering so much manpower attrition.
Engineers ready for assignment.
Oof.
T70.
The T70 is slowly trying to play catch up here with the Lux damage.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our territory.
It's of course now countered by the Puma that's on the field. And with the use of infiltration grenades there, we do have a doctrine pick. We see Spec Ops from Jibber,
Sector under attack.
which is very nice with the Puma, right? Because if you go Puma and Command Panther, it's just such an amazing late game powerhouse. Most likely the best late game OKW can hope for. And you know, with a build like this, you have the early game set, right? So you're going to want to pick something that helps your late game. So I think Spec Ops makes a lot of sense with a mechanized build.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector. We need to re-establish our supply lines.
Well, map is looking quite blue again. Jibber doing really well here. T7 trying to find an angle where there is no Puma. Seems to find one. Conscripts here though, slowly burning in the garrison.
Our territory is enemy hands.
As the Lux comes in for a flank, we see full blitzkrieg going on. Infiltration grenades on the conscript, not dodged this time around. Combat engineer getting very low. The Luxes are trying to find angles on the Sys gun. Sys manages to set up, but misses his first shot. We see Merge coming in clutch here, trying to keep that Sys gun on the field. Puma looking for the T-70. No Sys gun holding that. Needs to pull the fuck out of there. You see a snare coming in from the conscripts. There's also a mine. Could come into play. Sys gun trying to salvage here the situation. T-70 somehow wins that engagement. No idea how. Here comes the Lux. I think he only needs one penetration on the T-70 here. Nope, wasn't enough. He needs more. There you go. T-70 goes down to the Lux. I'm guessing the Puma did its job, but the Force Grenadiers goes down to the mine there on retreat. Another mine here. Dodged by the Lux, however. Seems to be getting out of there. Syscan couldn't quite find an angle to take the killing blow. Very nice trade for Jibber. I would totally trade a Puma for a T-70. You can see here Jibber or PFC realizing this, already rebuilding that T-70. Meanwhile, Jibber here doesn't rebuild the Puma, is going for a Raketten instead, probably looking to tech up. As the entire map is blue again, we see PFC trying to get his side under control. And that Force Grenadier already rebuilt. What is this? You see radio silence coming in. I was wondering why I was hearing but didn't see anything. Well, there's units in PFC's base here trying to get rid of this machine gun, meaning the infantry can now actually just charge through here. If Lux gets snared here though, that's probably dead. We have the T-70 rebuilt as well. Syscan in position. Stern Pioneer coming in here, being quite fast because the radio silence is still going in. We see the stun nade being used. Stern Pioneer now in trouble though. T-70 could totally wipe this on retreat. There's nothing stopping it. Raketten is coming out of base, but that's so far away. T-70 seems to be trying to go for the Lux now. We have another conscript coming in with another 18 nade. Needs 2 more hits, I think. Second Lux also delivering some pain. Conscript just spotting for this T-70. Bouncing! Oh, that's so unfortunate. Raketten connects. Needs to get out of the arc. T-70 misses again. Raketten doesn't get a second shot. Bounce, bounce! Getting around the rear. Raketten somehow manages to turn around and connect there. I can't believe what we're seeing. Lux here. Still delivering pain, but does get snared for its troubles. Conscript going down. Both players are microing so hard, there's mistakes happening all over the place. Syscan not quite getting the follow-up there on the Lux. It's reversing quite fast, I must say. 22 kills on this remaining Lux. As the tier 4 is now up on the cutoff. And I must say, I think once again, Jibber is happy with these trades, man. The T-70 is so valuable for the Soviet roster, and PFC is already far behind. He's trying to get his, his pieces together. He's got the Syscan, he's getting the Maxims. He knows he's gonna lose the medium race. So I would assume his next pickup is going to be another Syscan. But he just needs to get his, his core pieces together here, get those sandbags up and running, sit back, hold the map for a bit for once. We might have another combat engineer going down here. Yeah, it does seem to be the case. This Jibber so fast on the punish here each time. PFC overextends just slightly, Jibber is on top of him. There you go, second Sys is now coming out for PFC, expecting that medium. Panzer IV is about a minute away. with the current map layout. This misses there, hits the shed. Oh, this Stern Pioneer is just eating through this conscript. Only one window to return fire there. Meanwhile, Maxim is coming in support. Looks here just buzzing around PFC's forces like a bee. A bzz.
We are losing territory.
Dancing around the sys guns.
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
Doing very well removing these sandbags, I must say. How the fuck? Oh. That was not in the arc. Yeah, of course, there's no MG bunker here. The Foskin is just charging into PFC's base. Might be looking for that low HP conscript. Infiltration grenades coming in here. Folks taking a lot of damage just sitting in that Molotov there. Doesn't drop that many models though. Another T-7 in the build for PFC. Playing really desperate here. Meanwhile, Panzer IV is queued up for Jibber. At this point, PFC might be forced into a third sysgun.
T-70 light tank has arrived.
I wouldn't even hate getting the mobilized reserves to get the 5-man. At least if he wants to stay in tier 3, you might as well get that, because the 7-man is just so good. And it's just 20 fuel you're not going to be spending on vehicles anyway, right? What a position here in the center. Seems PFC finally got his core pieces set up together. Maxim covering the flank. Just needs to hold this side, which can be a struggle. Oh, demo in the house. Pretty sure Jibber has spotted that though. It is visual. Might be baiting him into that though. Sysgun connects with the Panzer IV. Twice even. Meanwhile T-70 delivering some pain on the other side. Seems PFC is holding. Oh, folks in the garrison. Has PFC seen this? They didn't see it in time.
The enemy still has 300 points.
I'm pretty sure Jibber spotted that at this point, however. We have a league coming out for Jibber. Very interesting. And no way! Jibber hasn't spotted the demo. Oh, surely he just did.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
Oh my god. I'm pretty sure PFC didn't have vision for that. That's a brave ass Raketen crew just marching straight into the machine gun fire. Talking about machine gun getting very low there. Looks finding an angle through the hedgerows. The demo did go down there, tried to get the faults on retreat, but didn't quite get it. Probably just clicked it because he realized his opponent is aware, so he might as well fire it off.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
More harassment going down from Jibber here. It could be bad though, long retreat path if T-70 swirls around to that side.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
Looks very favorable to Jibber so far, but I feel like PFC is slowly here getting back into this game. Hasn't really been any decisive engagement so far, but PFC is just slowly trying to build to this static composition, which is what I'm assuming the league is here to stop. These folks were still vet 0, by the way. Oh, they're completely fresh. My bad. Let me just do this really quick. I completely forgot about this. Keep forgetting about it. Ooh! Nice shot from the T-70 there. Taking out half the Raketen crew in one shot. Very nice. Conscript. Forcing it away.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
No Maxim in the center anymore. Panzer IV poking around. There is a mine there. Which could backfire. There is 2 Sys guns out on the field for PFC, so not quite close enough to hit it, but might give Jibber some false confidence that there is no mine since he has traversed that area. Meanwhile, Lux delivering pain on the left side as well. Folks leaving the base, marching straight into a Maxim. Sysgun missing the second shot. Lux staying here. I could actually go down. Might hit the PFC mine, killing him. Misses it by an inch, but the machine gun still goes down. Very nice from Jibber here, using the entire map to his advantage with his more mobile force, you know. PFC has such a static army. Meanwhile, Jibber is very mobile here, playing around the edges. The folks here once again marching into the Maxims. Jibber needs to use his league here. Could just use a smoke or something. He's using the barrage. Oh! Looks here interrupted by the T-70. Sternpany is here though, but no Shrek on that guy. Panzer IV turning around. Double Sys is here to follow up though. Seems PFC managed to get his Maxim back.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
I do like this, Jibber. Finding a flanking route before even seeing the machine gun. Just, you know, spreading out his units to get this opportunity to flank. Well played from Jibber. Of course, Jibber knows there was an MG in this area, so even more reason to not clump up his units and come from one direction. Instead, split them up and come from different directions. Maxim will be forced away with this flame NATO. No, actually it's infiltration grenades, okay. Well, nonetheless, forced him away.
Supply sector under attack.
Meanwhile, Panzer IV is on the left side. We see some more mines being planted from PFC. But he's here with the Sternpyle. Could go in with the sweeper, remove these, and then start working on the technical structures. Oh god. He has the sweeper right there, Jibber. What are you thinking? Luckily, the Sys guns are on the other side of the map. We do have the Command Panther coming in now, however. And people might think, hey, why Command Panther here? There's barely any vehicles from PFC, but it still has that very nice aura, which you want to get, and you want this thing to start vetting early. Getting that vetted will just help you immensely. Meanwhile, PFC here, finally getting his first medium, the T-3485. It seems Jibber is trying once again for a base inspection. Still some mines remaining there though. Oh, you see the marked target being used from the Panther. What is the Panther doing? Going straight into double Sys gun. T-70 does go down, but it gets abandoned. Meanwhile, Panther here might go down, needs one more connection. Oh no! What a disaster for Jibber. Might be getting up some units here in retaliation, but the T-3485 is here and he drives on the mine. Complete chaos. Where is the Panther? We see radio silence being used. A false grenadier goes down in the ruins of the garrison. Meanwhile, Panzer IV is somehow almost beating the 85. 2 connections necessary here versus 1. Bounce! That might be enough! Oh no! But it bounces as well! The Panzer IV goes down. But But where is this Panther? It's just slowly reversing away. Stern Pioneer goes down for Jibber. How the hell? PFC actually coming out on top here. Didn't even lose the T-70. PFC only lost one combat engineer. Meanwhile, Jibber traded half his army and almost lost the Panther as well. Volks goes down, the Stern Pioneer goes down, the Panzer IV went down.
Ready for assignment.
Complete disaster. And completely changed the tune of this game. Ura coming in, trying to get the sweep or the snare there on the Vet 5 now. Looks 31 kills on this bad boy. With one friendly. Because why not? Yes, there is repairs on this mechanized, but he's still getting that Stern Pioneer. He's gonna need the sweepers, man. I'm so surprised he didn't push this with the sweeper just once. Just go in and see where the mines are at least, so you can avoid them or attack around them, you know? That's all needed to do. Go in once with the sweeper just to poke. Didn't even do that.
The sector is at risk.
As the T-70 has resurrected, only getting abandoned. Very unfortunate there for Jibber. T-70 still here, delivering some pain. But the Panther is now fully repaired, and so is the T-4485. We have a Katusha coming up next for PFC,
Supply lines have been cut.
which will help him versus the infantry here. But I don't really think he's struggling. His main issue now is going to be the Panther. Or main concern, rather. Once, but doesn't actually penetrate the front armor there of the Panther.
Rocket launcher on the field.
I think PFC could just be planting some mines on the right side. I think Stern Pioneer has been on the left the entire game. Oh, we might have a car chase here. 85 is he's got his sights on the looks. Misses, but still deals the splash damage there. He's scared away though. Might be mines in that area, I'm assuming that's what he's thinking. Here comes the Katusha, prime target in the center. Sysguns not quite in position though. Panther and Raketten connects to the 85, needs to turn around and set up here fast as possible. Could go in with the T-70 for some blocking action. No snare coming in. Finally, Panther is snared, 85 makes it out of there alive. Katusha raining down hell on the League. As the Sysguns are trying to reach the Panther. Conscript getting very low though, needs to get out of there. Could be using the T-70. Pens once. Infiltration grenades coming in on the Sysguns. Why even move them at this point? Just keep firing. Maxim firing. T-70 firing. Luke's getting out of there. One Sysgun does make it out alive, but so did the Panther seemingly. We have another Panzer IV coming out. Foe's getting very low here, could go down to the T-70. Also have the Maxim here on the retreat path. Ooh. Red cover. Seems to be getting out of there, very fortunate. Panther is being repaired, here comes the Panzer IV. 85. Getting repaired as well, also using of course the vehicle crew self-repair, speeding that process up, very nice. This gun's going back to heal and reinforce. Once again, I think PFC just playing this engagement so well. We saw no losses at all there, but it was very close to taking out that Panther. Ooh, nice first shot there from the Panzer IV. As everything in PFC's army is now ready, it's got all his pieces, the T-34-85, the Katusha, the Sis guns, everything is moving in. Meanwhile, the German infantry taking a counter push in the center. Look, scouting the left side, double Sis gun, trying to get an angle. Maxim does go down, can't PFC salvage it? Gets the capture, will most likely not get out of there in time. Where's the... Oh, Katusha going down on the Falklandiers. T-34-85 trading close with the Panzer IV. Sis guns set up. T-70 struggling with everything. Kosket goes down. Command Panther gets the killing blow on the T-70 finally, as it eats a couple shots from the Sis gun. Huge losses there for PFC. T-70 and Conscript squad goes down for nothing. Rakettens open up fire on the 85. Panther can't really go in here, he's way too low. But the P4 might. Just gotta play around these Sis guns somehow.
We have more conscripts at our disposal.
See the capture and merge, courtesy of the 7-man upgrade, of course. Very nice. Meanwhile, Jibber here playing the VP game all of a sudden and realizing he can't end this game. About to triple capture PFC here.
Supply sector under attack.
Meanwhile, PFC rebuilt the conscript, which will delay his next vehicle, but he might also just be going straight for the IS-2 here, to be honest. He might not even be going for the IS or the 5485 again. Can't believe this Lux is still alive. 43 kills. Panther pokes a shot at the 85. Force him to repair again. Looks very silently using the not the regular movement, the what's it called? Cautious movement? I don't remember. Just pops out of nowhere like the bloody Ghost Division. We have another Panzer IV coming in for Jibber. It's going to give him a lot of armor. And if PFC is going for the IS-2 here, might be too late. And here we go. We have a huge Panther or armor push on this lone Sis gun. Maxim almost going down. Katusha way too far in the front line. Second Sis trying to hold the line here. First one still alive. Needs to merge this somehow. That Maxim won't be making it home. Or will it? No snare used there from PFC. Must be microing elsewhere. He managed to recapture his lost Maxim in the center, which I think the league killed. Yeah, an Su-85 is the choice for PFC. I think that's a very, very solid choice. But he needs to be cautious here, because this left side is wide open. Speaking of wide open, Panther just charging through the middle. He needs to stop that somehow. Katusha is ready. Just needs to get a target, but I'm starting to realize this was a very bad pick. He barely has any targets. I think PFC so wishes this was a T-44 now. God damn. So much armor now for Jibber.
We have a new Su-85 to deploy.
Su-85 is coming out now. Should just keep it on the left side, to be honest, just to keep that opening tight and secured. Oh, conscript getting very low here. Infiltration grenades on the conscript. PFC looking elsewhere. Conscript goes down. Panzer IV might go down in return though. Siskan and Su-85 combo. Connect 4 shots in a row, that's all you need. Trading that conscript for the P4. We also see the IL-2 Sturmovik attacks. Here comes the Katusha on the Raketten. Looks now fighting in the center, trying to deal with that Maxim, but he manages to sprint away to safety. As the League is blowing on the Siskan, Su-85 here using focused sight. And the armor is just outgunning the Siskan. Bet 3 needs to merge this. As all of PFC's armor is returning fire, but the Panther with its, it's the big aura, giving so many combat bonuses to Jibber's armor. Yeah, Siskan goes down there for PFC. That's a loss you can't really afford because he doesn't have the manpower anymore, losing a conscript as well. Seems he might be finally making some ground though. Su-85 been doing very well so far though, already bet 1. Only 1 Raketten on the field to keep this at bay. Nothing else can really return fire. You see now Over is coming out for Jibber. I think that's a fine pick at this point. Oh. Nice shot there from the T-34 and 5. Combat Engineer not quite in the capping circle, a bit there unfortunate there for PFC, could have kept that in his hands. We also see some mines here, but I think these mines could actually backfire quite a bit, considering PFC has been playing around these edges quite a lot himself. Here comes the Folk push. From the right flank, a combat engineer goes down. And here comes the Panther. Next one. Oh, that Katusha though! Oh, and the 85 follow-up! False Grenadier splitting like the Red Sea with Moses, but not enough. 85 says no.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Getting his third kill there. Katusha.
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
Su-85 now vet to just constantly firing here. What a valuable piece this Su-85 have been. This Raketten can't seem to retreat, it's stuck on a death loop, which always happens with Rakettens, because they bloody suck. So now this 8-did Su-85 is... yeah, it can just do whatever. Seems Lux is getting away again. Very low HP. It seems Su-85 just completely turned the tide of battle. Just single-handedly forcing all of Jibber's armor away. Nice attack round there through the house. 85 follow-up, but it does miss. We have another Panzer IV now coming out for Jibber. Might be just looking to mass a lot of units and then go in from all angles, try to get behind the Su-85, but needs to bring that sweeper then Jibber, because there's a lot of mines now. Also see some mines on the right side. I think he could do it with a lot more though. And also more mines needed on the left. He just needs to do more mines, I think, to not get swarmed. Also see some recon being used here by the stealthy Lux.
The enemy has cut off a sector.
What is PFC going for next? This might be an IS-2 here. I wouldn't call it a stall because we're 50 minutes into the game, but he is definitely stalling.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands. Awaiting orders. We have an isolated sector.
As the silence settles, both players just bracing, mostly PFC bracing for impact, while Jibber is looking for an opening, I'm guessing. I think PFC might just be waiting for the IS-2. He doesn't want to overextend until he has that. Might be sensing there is way more armor on the field now. Of course he has the radio intercept, so he knows there's another Panzer IV. He also knows about the freshly rebuilt Raketen.
The enemy is attacking our HQ.
Here we go, IS-2 is now out.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
As the max in there
Our machine guns has
gets
been
deleted,
silenced.
PFC's army is just slowly dwindling. But he does have the armor force now. Oh, and what is this? Radio silence, Panther, P4, CoH. I'm trying to catch everything here. It's going to be hard because we can't see the minimap. Panzer IV coming in on an angle. Mine very close. Panther going in, drives on another mine, but the Su-85 is successfully flanked. Katusha not even realizing there was a Panther there. T-44-85 trading with the Panzer IV. Su-85 driving straight into the Panther! What is it doing? No! IS-2, what are you doing? Also looking for the Panther, but bet free Su-85 bites the dust. IS-2 going straight in. T-44-85 getting snared somehow. Don't know where the other Panzer IV went. Panther finally goes down. That's a lot of veterans down the drain, but here comes the Panzer IVs. Another mine goes off. Another engine loss there for Jibber. IS-2 trying to avoid to be surrounded. Raketen just free real estate, firing all the time. We see a Sis barrage, almost one-tapping Raketen. Raketen retreats. IS-2 charging in now. Panzer IV is no trouble for an IS-2. Almost just dabs on that Raketen on retreat. Second Panzer IV is one hit away from dying. Can't even go in here. Might try anyway. T-45 still snared. P4 misses. It's one more shot, but doesn't want to risk overstaying either. There you go, Panzer IV goes down. And it seems, once that dust settles, the Lux is still alive. 60 kills. The 85 is repaired again. We see vehicle crew repairs being used on the IS-2. PFC slowly rebuilding his army here. Conscripts coming out. As we have another radio silence being used, Siskan goes down. Oh no, he cruised the Siskan with the Vet 5 Folk. He's going to snare the IS-2 though. This could actually spell disaster for the IS-2, but he does manage to get it very low. Panzer IV scrambling with the T-44-85. Raketen setting up, needs one more hit, misses. T-44, Raketen connects, but it's not enough, still alive. Siskan sets up, Panzer IV misses again. Siskan quick scopes the T-44-85. IS-2 deletes the Panzer IV from the face of the earth. And the T-44-85 is abandoned. Again, second abandon here for PFC, saving another unit. The Siskan goes down to the conscript, but here comes the hero Lux, looking to kill the T-44-85. We see vehicle crew repairs, seemingly saving that T-44-85. Shrek coming in for the kill. Lux get out of there again, somehow. What the hell? Siskan couldn't get the kill. Here comes the Command Panther. Freshly rebuilt. The IS-2 and Siskan is waiting. Has the playback ended? Who won? Who won? It's not over! What?
Clearly the Lux achieved enough kills to activate the tactical nuke. Jibber won this game.
What a game! That was far from over. What a game though. Very sad to see it end like this. I'm getting intel here. Someone actually crashed in this game. There was a disconnection error apparently. Oh, that's so unfortunate. What a killer game that was. So sad to see it end like this. Relic, please fix your servers. God damn, that was super entertaining and very well played. Honestly though, I think it's quite fitting. There was no winner here, it's a tie. It's literally a tie. You can see here, it says tie. So no winner, no loser. Just well played from both players. Very happy to see some different strategies here. We see IS-2, Command Panther, very fun to watch. Yeah, GG, well played. There is no tie in Co. Well, then this wasn't Co. This was real life basketball. And that was a tie. Oh, what a killer game. 50 minutes and no winner. But yeah, I think you could say Jibber had the Chad looks, showing dominance there, almost taking out a T-34-85 after killing 60 Russians. So potentially you could give it to Jibber, but at the same time I think PFC actually had a better composition at the end. Especially with all those losses Jibber just took there. Yeah, game ended on a cliffhanger. Yeah, GG, well played. Both players, of course.